Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. And Tommy Robinson has been released. And what a release he did. He was obviously dishevelled. He was obviously a changed man. But the fire has been lit. By locking him up, the government, and Keir Starmer in particular, has not silenced or quenched this man's fire in his belly at all. They expected him to walk out broken. He's walking out bigger and more powerful than he ever was, because now he's got righteousness on his side. In a week where the White House are monitoring the Lucy Connolly case, a woman locked up for a tweet at the height of the public anger over the murder, slaughter in the streets of three little girls by an immigrant, which was then subsequently massively covered up by a shit-scared government. And then Tommy comes out the same week and calls Starmer a traitor, says he will be continuing his citizen journalistship, which I do because we need citizen journalists. Can't trust the mainstream, we know that. Mainstream journalism is now basically the communications wing of this Marxist government. And he is already fighting the good fight as we go on. He's already said that his next piece, his next documentary, will be called Labour's Islamic Rape Gangs. And those four words are designed, of course, to be very, very provocative, and they are. But here's the thing, given that all these things happened in Labour areas, Labour-controlled areas, and it was Labour that have covered them up, and in many cases were involved, then, it waits to be seen how accurate that title will be. But I think Tommy will be, well, let's just say far more careful this time. Already, the authorities are attempting to look back at all the other things to try and get him to be rearrested, re-imprisoned for things he's done in the past. I have a feeling that won't wash, and as long as he goes innocent and says not guilty and pushes it all the way to court for a jury trial, I think he will be fine. Britain has woken up to the fact that we have political prisoners now. Worse for Starmer, the world has woken up to the fact that we have political prisoners, that free speech is dead, that you will do as you are told, think as you will think, and say as you will say, so long as it is in line with government thinking. If you think or say things that they don't like, they will send the Gestapo round, and it is off to the gulag you go. Just ask Tommy, in his very hairy way. Well, thank heavens Tommy's out. Thank heavens he's still fighting the good fight to push for the truth. Whether you agree with his stance or not, whether you agree with his politics or not, the fact remains that he was not locked up for a crime. He was locked up for an opinion by a government that is very, very scared of the people of this country, which is why it must keep locking the people of this country up when they say things that they don't like. Stalin-esque. It is over. Tommy, I think, could be the one that breaks Starmer. I dare them to go after him. I don't think the government now has the balls to go after Tommy Robinson, especially when the world is disgusted with what's happened to Lucy Connolly. Let me know your thoughts. Thanks very much. Take care. Goodbye.